Just because you can't see what I can see doesn't mean it isn't true. It is true. Tomorrow never comes. Gonna misspend somebody's funds just to have fun for yourself. You can go F off and take a pay cut because you will not deserve the office you held before. It's time for us to act honorably, even though we will have to pay the price to do so. We will anyway, eventually. We front and enjoy the interest of having that which we desired and paid for, or we play up front and then pay later with interest that accrues with a hard-hitting impact on our lives, which are the dues we are called to pay. If we will say that we may be crazy, but that does not mean insane, for there's a difference. And if you are willing to decide to be the change you seek in this world, well then watch a new world unfurl in front of you, who claims the right to lead yourself and stand in the dominion, not just the domain. Can you see how we have been taught to refrain from being the main character of our own lives? Consistently we've been taught we need to take on roles to make ourselves more or less, when the truth is that isn't true. I thought I was coming to the stop sign way before I was. It was a false alarm, but this is not what I say to you. The flashing light in the night is what I hope to be for you. Now I say it's SOS time to go. I am so excited. That was exactly 3 minutes, because that's how many TikTok will let me do all at once. And I'm liking it because I can transcribe spoken word. When I sing it, it don't wing it so well in the transcribing, and so I let it go. And now you know why I was so excited at 3 minutes. When you see this on TikTok, give it a check, a like, share, and show you care, because that's how we dare to do things differently. Appreciate someone as crazy as I may seem, and yet I will dream the dream we seem to have forgot to have for our own hearts and community, which is the heart we are part of on these lands. Norfolk County, I'm here right now still, and so I say to you, it's time to band together and stand fortified on these lands that we share, that we must care for more than what the corporations would orate for. No more can we sell out these common lands any more than we already have. It's time to band privileges and benefits he didn't think he had before he had the status. But how do you think they shift resources to us? They take it from the trust they are meant to be trustees for. What is more, the corporations have no rights to orate mandates to tell us what we must do with our lives unless we wait to choose a dream and fate for ourselves. Then it will be conned. And if we do not contest it, then we'll appear to have consented to the consent for our consciousness. Must I carry on through the darkness of the night? Fear walked and saw in the distance a house with lights representing us, right? And so when fear came up to the house, it knocked ferociously and tried to scare the one inside. But when love answered, there was no one there. For love and fear cannot coexist. Onions for sale. It's time to unpeel and unpeel ourselves from what we've been impaled onto. How do you unimpale yourself? I guess that's how. I'm pale, it's true. I was born with privileges due to my skin. Some would say I appreciate the vessel I was born to. I will not feel shame for being born with privileges, benefits, and rights I now know how to claim. As a woman in my private capacity at all times, with all common law rights reserved be. 'Cause when I'm threatened, I'll draw from my imagination what I believe would protect me and mine, and then you'll see what that could be. But you do not see poker players playing their hands ahead of time or showing their cards before they lay them, and try to trick the other who would say their joking ways are not funny. It's true, they may not be, but they also may be, depending on your sense of humor and the size of your humorous bone, because that might have something to do with it. Just kidding. Your humorous bone has nothing to do with being humorous or funny, so it's a little punny and a reflection of how the English language doesn't make sense until you know it, because you're friendly with it and you know the nuances of that which you comprehend because you took time to understand. That's nice of the clan. So with that, I will say amen. Could have 2 L's for love and lies added in to make all men say all men is what all men means, for we must see that all men are what we need to win this. Stand, for we all just must stand united in the clan that we are, as to why we were raised in the different one for a time, as I did. I'm in the first one I left because I didn't feel that I fit, nor did I belong, and I was warned by a girl who I wanted to be friends with, that one day I'd say the wrong thing to someone and get my ass kicked, and she'd stand and laugh, and it scared me because I didn't want to hurt no man who came at me. So I switched schools, not explicitly because of that, but it had a major part because I didn't want to have to go through 2.5 more years where I didn't feel like I belonged, was valued, or accepted. And what I believe is that many children feel that way right now, but they can't switch schools because it's about the whole society. And so it's time for us to decide to unite and to give our youth an opportunity to belong to a better cult. Culture is what we must see, is what we're all part of. Fired, LOL, fired up is in front of me, it's true. On huge, muscled up vehicle truck. It's true that it is new for me to be fired up. That is a lie. I'm fired up all the time, but LOL means laugh out loud or love of laughter. I don't know what LOL means to you, but I do is that it's true. It'll mean to you what it needs to. So please do what you need to do to see yourself as you are, and also be the boss of your life, for you're the star in the night of ignorance. If you choose to be the main character, you can remain the one who claims the right to be true and who you are. Be real, and we can heal all of us with our trust in ourselves and others too. It's true. I celebrate you for doing the inner work. And with that, I park